scheme, and there's already been over 100,000 kilometres cycled on the B-bike, so it's bedding in really well. I promised more electric vehicle chargers. There's around 200 more than there were last year, so that's really good news. 15 new trams in service since last year. We've secured £1 billion from the government to do a range of things, but the big thing I said would be to build the case to take Metrolink south to Stockport and north through the new employment site that we have towards Middleton and Haywood. So we've got the money to build the case for that. So huge progress has been made over the last 12 months. But obviously the big issue is buses, and we're on a mission to get buses that work for the public of Greater Manchester. And today, what I'm announcing is that we're bringing forward the biggest change to buses in Greater Manchester since 1986, when they were deregulated. And it's the new fare structure that we promised, a lower, flatter, simpler fare structure. It will come in subject to agreement with the bus operators and the government from the 1st of September. And it will apply to the whole of Greater Manchester, not just to the areas that are being franchised. So this is a major change that we're announcing this morning. Myself and the 10 leaders of Greater Manchester have agreed this change to respond to the cost of living crisis. We think it's incumbent on us all to do everything that we possibly can to help people at this particular moment in time. And we're confident that a flat £2 fare for a single journey in Greater Manchester will massively help people at this moment in time. A flat £1 fare for kids, the same. Obviously there is the free bus pass for 16 to 18s. In addition to that, and something actually that could be as if not more significant, is a capped £5 multi-operator day ticket, so people can use any operator for a flat £5 fee, and that's a very big reduction on the cost of a multi-operator ticket now. So this is bringing forward the future, if you like, and it is challenging when it comes to the funding of it, but we believe it's the right thing to do. What we've got to do is halt the decline in bus passenger numbers in Greater Manchester, which we've seen since 1986. The more people that we can get on the buses, the more that we can sustain this new lower, flatter fare structure. I just have to be honest, I can't, with all of the uncertainties around, I can't kind of say this morning that it's in and it's now in forever. We're going to need the support of the Greater Manchester public. So this morning, my message to them is use the buses and help us build the B network. The more that people use the buses, the more revenue we'll have coming in, the more we'll be able to keep public transport fares low for people in the future. So it's a kind of call to action for everybody, really. That we're doing our best to help in these difficult times, and we hope this offer will put money in people's pockets, particularly ahead of those rises in energy bills in October. This has been thought through. The reason it's coming in September is to get ahead of that. But it's a moment for a big change in our city region. We're asking people to use buses, to back public transport, because the more that they do that, they will be backing the B network, they will be building the B network with us. The whole of it will become sustainable. Because obviously if we can get more people on the buses, we can then meet the financial impact that comes from reducing fares, and we move towards that London model. So hopefully a piece of good news in difficult times for people. There is still some detail to be worked out. We do have to agree this with the bus operators, and it is part of the BSIP funding that we just have to put a paper into government now to get their approval. But Greater Manchester has made the case for London level fares across the country, and it's clear that the case that we've made has been accepted by the government. Hence the funding that we've got and are able to use for this purpose. But we've now got to work together to make sure that this is a moment of permanent change on the public transport system in Greater Manchester, and that together we all bring that vision of the B network forward. So thanks very much indeed for coming, everybody.